Welcome to Glowing Success. I'm Heidi, your host. On this show, we dig into aesthetics, marketing, business strategy, wellness, and iridology. Whether I'm flying solo or sitting down with some incredible guests, this is your space to learn, grow, and build something beautiful. So let's get into this next episode. Welcome back to Glowing Success. So today I want to talk about staying strong while things feel uncertain. And honestly, why that doesn't mean you have to be strong all the time. Okay, so I know that sounds kind of contradictory, but stay with me. So if you're like me, you're looking on social media, we're kind of getting a gauge for different things on social media, right? Unknowingly, but we mostly see the highlight reel of people's lives, right? And you've probably heard this before. Like you see the wins, you see the glow ups, you see like everything's falling into place, you see people moving into things, you see a lot of happy posts, right? But we don't see a lot of times. Now, there are creators and people on the internet that are showing the raw, the real, the unedited. But I would say most of us, including myself even, are not showing you the behind the scenes moments where maybe we're sitting in our car crying, we are lying awake at night, wondering if everything's going to work out, all the things that come with just life, right? Not even being an entrepreneur, not even being a business owner. This is just life stuff. And honestly, the timing of this conversation feels a little too perfect also because we're currently in Mercury retrograde in Cancer. And I'm not super, I don't know all the astrology. I don't know all the things. So I'm not here to kind of dive into that as much. But, I've been listening to different podcasts about astrology for years. And we did also have a new moon in Cancer recently. And all of this is all about like emotions, home, going inward. So from what I understand is the universe is basically handing us permission to slow down, number one, and feel what we feel and not force anything right now. So if you've been a little bit more emotional, more introspective, just needing an extra like a little minute lately, that's not you being off. That's exactly what this season is like pretty much asking of us. And that's exactly what's kind of going on. Also, there's just a lot of heavy stuff going on, right? Like all of our lives are being affected by the things that are going on around us. And there's some really terrible things going on. So, for me, strength is not about never feeling the hard stuff. It's about allowing yourself to feel it and still showing up, right, to the things and the people that you want to show up for. But you need to allow yourself to feel those emotions. And so that suppression sometimes is where we find ourselves in really dark places. And so I find that if you can, let those emotions out in any way possible, it's going to be a lot healthier. And finding ways can be tricky, right? Like a lot of people have different ways. So like if a walk doesn't feel natural to you, maybe painting or maybe talking with a friend. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can, sit in those feelings. If you're feeling the uncertainty, and that's really why I wanted to do this podcast episode today, whether it's in your business, your health, your relationships, whatever it is, here is an invitation. And I'm going to take this for myself as well. I want you to stop for a second, take a big deep breath in, and let it out slow. And I want you to ask yourself, what am I actually feeling right now? Not what I should be feeling right now, not what looks good on the outside. What's actually truly underneath it all? Are you feeling scared? Are you feeling sadness? Are you feeling anger? And you could be feeling all of these things. And honestly, we're not trying to fix any of those things in this moment, right? We just want to feel them. We just want to sit in that, you know what I mean? That's the whole practice. It's like grounding, checking in with yourself, letting the feeling move through you instead of pushing it down. And I think a lot of us need this reset and this check-in right now. And then you can get up and do the things you need to be doing that are courageous and so forth, right? Now, if you are wanting a little extra support with this, with getting grounded, with coming back into your body, with finding some regulation, when everything feels like a lot right now, that's exactly actually what I hold space for in my intuitive Reiki sessions and also my new intuitive channeled reading sessions. So I always want to tell people, like, yes, I can do a lot of things in those sessions, but it's not really necessarily all about the answers. They're about creating that moment to breathe, to reconnect, and to hear what your own like inner knowing is trying to tell you. If this is something that would interest you, I will drop the link in the show notes if that's calling to you, and you can book it there, or you can reach out to me in any way possible. But I just want to remind you, be gentle with yourself this week. You're allowed to not have it all figured out. You're allowed to have these feelings, and you still are going to be strong on the other side. Okay? Reach out to people, connect with your community, connect with the people around you, drink some water. We will connect again next week, and thank you for listening.